I've discovered a very interesting concept about writing. Now, this is an art course, and writing a lot of times is connoted with illustrations. I used to do advertising art and illustration, and I would be involved in writing copy. So, and my dad was a writer professionally. He was a publications executive for an aerospace company, and he hated every minute of it. And he'd let you know about it. And why did I have so many kids? And I had to just work my butt off at this job that I hate. I think he was a blocked artist, or a blocked novelist probably. And he didn't get it because he got the kids first, and then he got stuck, I guess, whatever his issue was. But anyway, he was a writer, and I've been doing a lot of writing lately first with voice recorders over the last 5 years. I have a whole box full of them as I was formulating my shtick, my art show. I have an art show going now, and it's really, really cool because I've been writing, and what I've noticed about writing and telling stories, because I've been telling a lot of stories. Mary Jones and Ed the trash dealer, I'm gonna try to go see Mary again. If I ever get up there again. She wanted me to do a commission right before this CONAD thing, or COVID, and come up there, and she said, yeah, you can stay with me. And then she gets the cold feet. She always did. Anyway, I'm going to try one more time. So when I'm writing and telling stories, I notice that I switch a few things around. I'll implement things, take out things. It's called editing. And now if I had a belief system, and you know where I'm going with this, in a belief system I have a whole illustration on belief systems. Bigfoot or Yeti, Loch Ness Monster, Federal Reserve notes, smoke, and mirrors, UFOs. You can believe in a lot of different things. The Battle of Jutland, a lot of smoke in that battle. There was in World War I. There was there was so many coal burners in that battle and so much smoke that nobody could see anything that was going on because there was so much smoke. And then, of course, after World War I, we got the oil fields, and those coal burners switched to oil. Yeah, they still made some smoke, but not as much. So we live in a world that's blinded. And that's what that illustrated. It's the observer platform in quantum physics. Because when I was writing and embellishing and editing and what do they call them? Galleys. I remember when I worked in technical art. I remember taking things down to the proofreader, and they had the galleys all marked up, and they're just moving stuff around in the copy. And then when I studied the Bible, and I understood how many translations it went through, and how the flipping of just one word, transposing just a word or two, would change everything. Everything. The meaning, the whole end run of what was being said could be just on the flip of a syllable or half of a syllable, could change everything. And so when I was doing my copy and my storytelling, I noticed that I moved a few things around. It didn't really corrupt the story. It embellished it, though. It helped make it more entertaining. Duh. You think that happens? Especially if I want you to believe something. And that's where I'm going with these religious texts. They get not only translated, but copied, and they get embellished because of my own edification. There was a story about Mary Jones and one about Ed the junk dealer. There was a few things in there that weren't totally true or not totally accurate. The whole scenario was honest, totally honest. It was a fun incident. The point was cross. I put the point across, and I changed a couple things around that were not even an issue with the point I was trying to make. It just made it fun. That's all. So when you're writing, you're going to make it fun, just like when you're drawing or painting, you're going to make it fun. And in copy and writing, and then when I went into sound, I went into a segment on sound and kinetics when I'm splashing around on these canvases, you know, and moving it around. And the sound, and the dog starts barking next door. What's he doing? You know, I'm making all the sound on these canvases. And then I get the binary code with the screen effect. If you can look at Brazil, there's upside down. You see all those dots. That's a good example of the screen effect from the Particle Wave Studio. And I just wanted to add that about copy. I think it's really fascinating that I catch myself, well, Frank, that's not totally true what happened there with Mary. But, well, most of it is to make the point. And that's the point. Particle wave, E equals MC. I'm not scared of telling the truth.